Are you wondering to know about the second stage of UWC selection process? Do you have any specific concern or anything in your mind regarding the interview stage? And are you looking for tips and tricks or suggestions from the accepted candidates regarding the interview or other processes? If yes, this video is just for you. Hi, I'm Itx.Sherzad and I'm a first year leap in Outer World College and I'm studying the International Baccalaureate program for the class of 2026. And I'm documenting this video because I had a lot of suggestions and comments from our previous video, which was about the application. And all of those suggestions were just supporting me to make a new video for about the second stage. So I collected a lot of details and points from the students, and I just want to share my experiences with you guys. And hopefully you guys will take notes and will use them throughout the process. Alright, so I just want to give you an overview for the interview part. Be reminded that this is the most crucial part I've ever seen, and I believe if you do well here, you're going to be way more fun in the last stage either. So make sure you're using every single minute wisely and you're way more careful about whatever you're saying, right? So, and as far as I know, I think so, your interview is going to last for like 25 minutes or maybe up to like 35. It actually depends on the situation. If the interviewer is actually enjoying your conversation, then he's going to prolong it for a bit long time, right? If that's the circumstance, you have to be way more careful for making a great atmosphere for the interviewer to enjoy your conversation, right? So that's it. And the main purpose of your interview is just understanding about you, right? And understanding about the application. Whatever you have uploaded there, back there, they're gonna ask about that. Because they've noticed something that they really want to know, and that's why they invited you for the interview. That's it. So I have some important tips for you guys. Hopefully you're gonna follow them throughout the process and you're gonna be way more careful for all of them. So I have 5 points for you guys in this video for the interview stage. But before going through all of them, I want to make sure that I've already mentioned some of these points in my previous video. So this time I'm gonna put light into these old points in the circle of the interview. That's it. So the first point that I'm gonna share with you guys is that familiarize yourself with UWC. Why is that? So imagine you're going to any organization. Like, do not think about UWC. You're going to any organization for a job, right? So they're gonna ask you the same question, the same thing, why we, right? They're gonna ask you the same question in the interview, why you're interested or enthusiastic about our organization. So if you do not have any information about them, so how would you like actually define them, right? So you make sure you know about UWC either. So because UWC is actually having the same circumstance, I guess though. So try to collect some information about the colleges and movements, missions, about their values, everything, whatever they're providing, about themselves in the website, anything. So make sure you know them, right? Because imagine if they're gonna ask you that, why do you want to go to that college? If why you're like, what college you're way more interested in. So if you're saying that I want to go to that college, so you have to be, careful. You have to know that. Why am I going to that college? Why that college is kind of, the best for me? You have to know that, right? So make sure you know a lot about UWC, you know about the mission, you know about the, values, so that that anytime you're answering the question, you can connect yourself to UWC, right? You can connect or resonate your answer into the values of UWC. That's gonna define you as a very best candidate. So because you actually giving time to research, right? So that's a very important point. Try to know that, try to research. So most of the students, they are having this problem. They are not actually understanding what UWC is. They just know that it's a college and it has a scholarship or something like that. So I'm really opposite of that. Try to make sure that you know a lot about the UWC. Yeah. My second point for you guys is just understanding your application. If you're invited to the interview, that means that they've noticed something interesting about you, because they're reading your application for like a couple times, right? So, and they've already noticed something that they really want to know. If you know about your application, about your essays, about your documents, whatever you have uploaded, if that's anything, so then you're not going to be stuck in while talking about it, right? Because in interview, they're going to ask you, okay, so you've mentioned this thing, could you elaborate it a little bit? So you might be thinking, okay, let me think about it. So it's going to take a little bit time from you. So make sure you don't really want to waste your time, right? So you know your application, that's it. You know your application, you can talk, you can pursue yourself, that's it. So make sure you know your application. This is the way more important thing, because the interview, the main purpose of interview is just knowing about your application and also knowing about you. So if you know your application, then there's no point to think a lot about it. That's it. So read it for a couple of times. What I did was that I printed my own application, and then I was reading it for like more than like 10 times, I guess, though, because I wanted to make sure that whatever they're asking me, I should be able to answer them, because I didn't want to waste any single minute. So I wrote whatever I wrote back in my application, I knew that what it is. So this is a very important thing for you guys. Hopefully you're gonna follow it and you will be fine in your interview. Okay, let's go to the third point of this video, and it's actually connected to the movement of UWC. And my third tip for you guys is just having an understanding about the world, having some news about them, having some information about them, like orally just know about the world. That's it. If you know their conditions, about their circumstances, whatever it's happening right now in the world, you have to know that. Because UWC is a global movement, all right? And if you get into UWC, hopefully, then you're gonna meet people from like diverse communities. So make sure you know about them, all right? And my own experience from UWC interview was that I was not expecting them that they're gonna be asking such kind of questions from me. But when I went through the process, I was lucky enough because I had this information. I was genuinely interested to know about the world, and I knew about some of the countries. Then they asked me diverse questions, some stuff about their countries and about their conditions, and I was able to answer. So I want to remind you guys that you have to have some information about them, and it's way more important because it's actually it defines you as it defines you that you're matching yourself with the UWC's mission. So yeah, that's it. Well, the fourth one is just knowing about yourself. As far as I know, most of the candidates, they're looking for important things, but they're actually forgetting the most crucial one. I believe that if you know about yourself, about your interests, about your skills, your passion, your contribution to the world, your impact to your community, whatever you have done, about your previous life, about your future plans, anything about yourself, then you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be able to resonate any single question to yourself. You're gonna be able to answer anything. Whatever they're looking. The main purpose of the interview is just investigating about yourself, investigating about you and about your application. That's it. That's the main purpose. They know about the world, and they know about the missions of UWC. They know about anything, but they just want to know about you. Then what do you think about that thing? This is the main thing about it. This is the main purpose, right? So if you have information about yourself, if you have these all clues about your skills and anything, then you're gonna be fine. Then you're gonna be so much fine. So I want to remind you that think about your future, think about your previous life, think about your present life, and think about whatever you have. These are the most important things. 4 things, and these are the important things about yourself. So if you know about your future, then you're gonna be fine while answering that. After UWC, I'll have this plan, and I'll be doing that. I'll pursuing that majority, and I'll be doing this action. So just give some time, investigate about yourself, research about yourself, and write down all those things which are relevant to yourself, and that's it. This is the main purpose of the interview, and try to focus a lot on this. That's it. Well, this is the time for the last point. I've already mentioned the most important thing for you guys, and this one is not really relevant to UWC, but it's actually very important for any interview. Make sure you know some of the basic questions and some of the rules and regulations. If you know those rules and those regulations, then you're gonna be able to provide a professional interview to them. So it's way more important. Go research, find some basic questions on some of the websites, and know about some of the rules, like what should I do in the first, on the middle of the conversation or the interview, or at the end? Shall I ask questions from them or not? So it's actually important, if you're providing, most of the people, they're well prepared for the interview, but some of them are not well professional in the interview. So I just want to remind you that you shouldn't be the professional either. So do that. It's way more important. Lastly, I have some reminders for you guys. Hopefully you're gonna follow them throughout the process, and it will help you to avoid some of the mistakes. All right, so the very first one is be punctual, be on time. If you go to your interview a little bit early, then you're gonna have time to express yourself, and also it will define your personality. And if you go late, then it's gonna have a lot of negative impacts. And the second one is double check your internet and your technical stuffs. This is for those that they have online selection process. I still remember some of the students from my from my batch, so they just got rejected because of not having a proper internet, and they weren't able to express it themselves. So don't let small things just destroy your whole process. All right, make sure you're having a good setup for your internet, and you're having a very smooth interview. All right, and the last one is, don't pretend to be someone whom you're not. All right, some of the students, they're just imitating someone's behalf, someone's like story, someone's the way how do they talk. All right, so like just present your own story, present your own path. Like everyone is having a perfect story, and it's gonna like help you a lot, right? So this is like very important for you guys. Like don't do that. All right, and be energetic, be confident, and make sure you're having a good experience from UWC interview. That's it. So it concludes my video. Hopefully you will like it, and hopefully it will help you in your process. And I try my best to provide you the best points for you guys. But like I'm studying a very tough program right now, and I'm in a very tough process right now. So it would take a bit long time for me to make contents for you and come out like a little bit late, but hopefully it will help you, right? And also make sure that you are supporting me throughout the like and comments, anything you can just show me, and then it will give me energy for like I will make other contents for you guys, and it will help me that I will be able to create other contents for you. The best of luck for everyone, and have a great and fantastic chance.